The area is generally in the far west sector, and DRC recommends that the City Plan Commission recommend to the City Council the adoption of the Lake Worth Vision Plan, including the revised language pertaining to the formation of the Lake Worth Regional Coordination Committee, and to amend the comprehensive plan to incorporate by reference the vision plan.
We'll open the floor to anyone that wants to speak either for or against the measure. And you certainly all look much happier.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair and Commissioners. We'd like to read into the record the letter that we provided earlier this week. It is a scanned version. We have now given you the signed final version of this letter. I'd like to introduce to you again the leaders of the 4 neighborhood associations, Ms. Pat Heyer, Michael Barnard, Michael Dallas, and myself, Gail Kopp. We fully appreciate the action of the commissioners who voted last month to extend at least 30 days the review period of the Lake Worth Vision Plan so that we representatives of the neighborhood associations could meet and discuss with Mr. Costa, Mr. Harwood, and Ms. Bergdorf of the Planning Development Department some options to the wording of Part 4 that are relevant to the Lake Worth Coordinating Committee, or LWRCC. And what you see before you on the screen is that wording. Ms. Bergdorf has now shared with us the additional wording, and Councilman Carter Burdette has agreed to it as well. To summarize, the implementation of the Lake Worth RCC now includes wording specifically to number 1, review and recommend to the City of Fort Worth and participating jurisdictions relevant actions regarding development activity around the lake. And number 2, most important to us, it now specifies that the committee should include representatives of the City of Fort Worth, Tarrant County, surrounding jurisdictions, and may I emphasize, watershed neighborhood leaders and other nonprofit stakeholders. That was the issue at hand that we discussed at the March meeting. Together, we 4 neighborhood association leaders are writing to confirm that we are in agreement with the newly added wording to Part 4. As a citizen group, we will continue to promote the Great Park scenario first voiced by the consultants who in 2008 came together at the request of the City of Fort Worth planners to recommend options for use of this city-owned lake and its surroundings. Further, we anticipate that this vision under the direction of the committee will address important elements as the plan evolves going forward. That is, protection by whatever legal means possible in order to dedicate the open space and city-owned properties currently exhibited in maps on the current Lake Worth Vision Plan. We want them as preserved public property for opportunities as future parkland. Promote the best possible safe practices for any gas drilling around this very important water reservoir in order to protect both the water we drink and the air we breathe. And thirdly, collaborate with neighborhood leaders and single-family property owners within the accident potential zones, or APZ, to investigate the potential advantages and or disadvantages of avigation easements, which are currently suggested in Part 4, page 69, Part 2.3 of the current plan. I now turn over the remainder of this letter to the president of the Scenic Shores Group, Michael Dallas, who will finalize the letter for you.
We further realize that a project of this enormous magnitude requires the cornerstone of a fully functional, community-based organization. Several successful community improvement projects in Fort Worth have used this approach, and we feel there are vital reasons for creating such an organization. First, the establishment of a world-class urban park system will require years of focus and effort. Lake improvement projects currently underway require long lead times, patient execution, and ongoing review. Moreover, as projects are completed, additional uses and improvements will become apparent. New ideas for exciting uses of open space will continue to emerge, and there is every reason to expect that new projects will be added by input from the Lake Worth RCC. Second, in addition to providing recreational opportunities, establishing such a world-class urban park will allow Fort Worth to be a formidable competitor for attracting top employers to the area. With Fort Worth's future at stake, the entire community needs to come together to support and to be involved in open space preservation and park development. As a collaborative community organization, the newly created Lake Worth Regional Coordinating Committee will provide the mechanism to focus direction and to garner the community's endorsement. It can oversee the progress, propose new projects, and provide a hub of communication and list the community's support. There is no question that without a functioning committee, the vision of such impressive urban park areas will never be realized. With the organization of both government and citizen stakeholder voices on the LWRCC, we can make this a landmark of extraordinary dimension for Fort Worth. It is an idea whose time has come. Consider our city with a connection of green space from this lake, the Nature Center, the Trinity Corridor, and eastward clear to Gateway Park. That is indeed world class. Again, we gratefully acknowledge the very important efforts of Ms. Dana Bergdorf and the Planning Department, who have been instrumental in communicating with us through these past many months to bring this vision into the city's comprehensive plan. Respectfully yours, the 4 neighborhood associations on the shoreline of Lake Worth.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm so happy that we were able to come to to an amicable agreement. And I think you'll be very pleased with how it goes. In fact, I know you will because you'll be a part of it. So thank you again.